demons. Here I am. I haven't been on for a while, so I'm just gonna, say a couple little things here or there, and we'll get on with this and go from there. Make sure I don't have any feedback. It's been a while. I haven't really done anything. Hey, Rick. So let me just pop this up here. Where is it? There it is. What are you talking about? I gave access. Oh, this is going to be one of those days where this doesn't want to work properly. Man, oh man. Hey, Cowboy John. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been busy. For whatever reason, I'm not going to be able to do this properly. So what I want to do, I'm going to have to record this and then upload it. So I'm not going to be drinking live here my WarHeads sour black cherry soda, which I bought, that I've had for just over a week. I had the green apple one, and I didn't even notice anything about it. So I'm just here. I'm trying to put on my camera, and it says here, make sure it's properly connected and not used by another application. I don't know what's going on. It showed earlier when I came on this that the camera was working, because I turned it off because I had other applications that were trying to access it. So let me just see here that my security system isn't causing problems. Okay, I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to unclick that. I'm going to save that. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not even over there yet to see. Let's see that it does come off and works. Nope. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do that. Anyways, let me just talk about a few other things then. Since, hold on here. Let me try something. Gonna turn that off. Save that. It says that it's off. It's off. Let's try one last time. Nope. Okay. I'll have to worry about it another time. Due to internet security stuff that I have on my laptop, it's not wanting to show this. So we'll leave it as on, and I'll record stuff later. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on. So anybody who's paying attention or not, you can share this if you want. I don't really care. I'm just kind of generally talking with you guys who's in chat here. Anyways, I'm just going to have to put that back in the fridge and record it a little bit later, I guess, today. And then I'll just feature it and let you guys see my reaction to it as I upload the video of me trying WarHeads sour black cherry soda. Okay, now I found a place here in Canada where to buy it, for them to ship it to me. I was trying to find the other of the two most sourest of the WarHeads. Black cherry is the second. The first one, I believe, is the blue raspberry. At least that's what they state. The rest of the flavors after that, green apple, lemon, lime, and I think there's one other flavor. Watermelon. I don't eat watermelon candy. I barely eat watermelon as it is. I don't really care for the taste. So anything watermelon, drinks, candy, and all that stuff, I don't bother with. I eat it from time to time, but I don't eat it a lot. It's not one of my favorites. Okay. But I haven't been around a lot, and you've kind of seen me pop here or there, leave comments here or there. It's just because Monday to Friday, I really don't have any time. I've changed jobs. So I've been, for the last 3 weeks, working at a new job. I am in sampling and receiving department. And I work for the company known as Bora Pharmaceuticals. So it's a pharmaceutical plant. No, it's not a store or a drugstore. And no, I can't get you drugs. You want cheap drugs? Go down on the corner, down on the street, past Benny and the Good Boys, and you'll find your drugs real cheap. Um, it's just because I get up early in the morning. I'm out the door usually by 6 a.m. and it's about 12 hours by the time I get home. And that's including transportation because I take public transit to get back and forth to work. It's a lot quicker in the morning because there's less traffic and everything. Coming home, of course, I'm in amongst rush hour. So you have that to deal with. And there's also with some of the buses where my job is that their schedules are never kept. One bus route, because I have a few ways I can come home. The one bus, I can't get to it fast enough. So then I would have to wait for about maybe 30 minutes to catch the next bus because they come every 30 minutes. Okay. So it's like 10 after 5 p.m. that I catch the bus. I'm home by 6. Okay. So it's not too bad. It's just the first initial wait for it. The second bus, I could walk down to that road and I may or may not catch that bus when I leave at 4:30. So then I have to wait for the next bus. The next bus is supposed to come about 10 minutes to 5 or 5 minutes to 5. We don't know if it's going to happen. Hey, Skinner. Sometimes the bus shows up. Sometimes the bus doesn't show up at all. Other times the bus is late. Or it's even coming at the next scheduled time, which is until like 5:30. And 2 buses come at the same time. I've complained. I don't know if they're going to ever fix it, whatever. But it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. Some people say, well, why don't you get a car? Well, I would need a driver's license, that's for sure. I never bothered with it. And part of my reason for not bothering with it is because work was so close. Either it was less than a 10-minute walk, a 30-minute bus ride or subway ride. I think the longest was an hour by bus and subway, and I never had to worry about it. And it didn't matter what time of the day it was, that was the length of time. So I never bothered, and I should have, being foolish. And anybody who's, of age to get their driver's license, I suggest that you go get it, even if you don't drive. Okay? Even if you don't plan on getting a car to drive, get it so you have it as an emergency. So in case you have to drive, in an emergency situation, you had to get somebody to the hospital, you have it. 2, that if you get it at the age, I don't know whether everybody in the world, whether or not legal driving age is 16 years of old. It is here in Canada. Yeah, thanks. Looks like, I can report you now to Google and YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And we'll just report you for that. Bye-bye. I'm not afraid to say that to those people. These type of people that want to come in and, promote this garbage, spamming, which is what they're doing, which is against the terms and services of YouTube/Google. So I'll just report their butts. It's plain and simple. They don't get under my skin. They don't bother me. I just report them. That's it. And I'll say that the one time. So I never bothered. But if you are, I suggest that you do. Because as you get older and you find that maybe you do need to have a vehicle, I don't know about everywhere, but from general knowledge, facts that your insurance rates will drop the longer you've had your license, to say that, you're more of a mature driver. Even if you get insurance and you put it as, I don't know, what is it, secondhand driver or occasional driver, whatever that main title is, that, you're not driving all the time, but you would once in a while type thing. Or say you want to go on a trip somewhere and instead of, trying to find some form of transportation to get there, or somebody who will pick you up and give you a ride, you rent a car yourself. Sure, you're going to probably need a credit card. And, hey, there's nothing wrong in having a credit card, but you just got to be smart about using it. Okay. Don't max it out, whatever you do, because once you've gone past 30% of your credit limit, now you are paying extra for whatever it is because you're paying the interest. And a lot of places now are starting to charge even higher interest rates than they used to if you keep a maxed out credit card. So if you can't pay it off before the due date completely, then don't. But you need a line of credit and shown as a credit card in order to do certain things in life. Unfortunately, so that's what you have to do. Now, um, 4 a.m., I've been doing a lot of computer testing. Training it really, because they got a lot of rules and regulations because it's a pharmaceutical place where I work. I have a security badge that has my mugshot on it for me to scan in and out as I come into the building. And there's a security desk right there. I need it to access different parts of the building. So that way I can get into the technical areas and a few other things, this and that. Yes, we do receive big tanker trucks of liquid nitrogen, alcohol, and a few other things. I think we have 6 big major tanks outside in the back by the receiving area where I work. Now, I haven't had the excitement to unload a full tanker truck. I watched the one fellow that I work beside so far, and he just showed me the basics before even connecting anything, and then I went back inside and he did all the rest. Now, Friday, the guy in the afternoon, he came in earlier and he took care of another tanker truck, and the full from start to finish with him was 3 hours long. So he was outside for 3 hours in the cold. He goes, I forgot how cold it was, and I forgot that I had to do this for so long. But it is what it is. Okay, there's nothing that you can do about it. I have, I think, eight videos that I have to put together and put up because I haven't been doing it. I work all week. By the time I get home, I don't even want to cook because I know I'm going to be eating later. By 6 o'clock p.m., normally before, I was always finished cooking and eating my dinner. Now it's like, okay, I get home just a little bit after 6. I have to start cooking. Then by the time I sit down to start eating, it's about 7 p.m. I've never been one to eat at 7 p.m. at night. Now, I can eat meals after later, occasionally, but to do it all the time, I just can't. And, if I'm working that morning shifts, like I always, in around noonish, I get hungry, so I want to eat then. And then, my afternoon's shorter. Sometimes I don't take my morning break. Sometimes I do, just have whatever. I've been buying stuff from our cafeteria. We got a reasonably good cafeteria. They do different food menu items, fresh to order, Monday to Friday in the morning, and then again at lunchtime. I think they're done by 3:30 in the afternoon, and then whatever they have left out that they made fresh for the day is what's there to buy, if you want it. So I got those things because now, late fall, and when December 21st hits, finally it'll be officially winter. Yes, we've had our snow, our lake effect snow that's been coming to us. We haven't been hit that bad. It's been more north, west, and south of us. Excuse me here for a second. All right. Sorry. Just had a cough there because the tickle in the back of my throat. We've had lake effect snow, but it was, very, very light. Wasn't, and it's been snowing very, very lightly all day long. So I've been busy with work. So I haven't been really coming around in the evenings. I've been going to bed about the same time, sometimes a little bit earlier than I kind of normally have been. But I'm up. I'm waking up Monday to Friday like at 4:30 in the morning. I just don't sleep anymore. I have my alarm clock set for 5 a.m., but for whatever reason, that's at 4:30. I'm getting up. That's it. My body doesn't. My internal clock is set, and it's crazy. And I do know as we get older, we tend to sleep a little less, even though we need more than what we sleep. That typically we're supposed to have between 6 and 8 hours of sleep every night. And you should be going to bed the same time every day, even when you don't have to go to work and wake up at the same time every day. That should be routine. That way, nothing's disturbed for you, especially as you get older. Now, when you're younger, it's a little different. I remember even into my late 30s, almost early 40s, I'd be able to go to sleep at any time, didn't matter when, and still get up at the same time with an alarm clock. Now, I couldn't do it naturally. And I used to be able to, oh, it's a Saturday or Sunday, I get to sleep in. It's like, yes, unless, somebody woke me up, I would sleep. I've not gone into the routine or the habit of taking a nap. I don't want to. Right now, it's a little bit of fear that if I do it, then I might sleep too long. And, it would be in the afternoon, of course, but you can't do it too late or too close to your dinner time. You're supposed to do it in mid-afternoon. So it's like 2-3 o'clock-ish in somewhere in there to be most beneficial to you. Beneficial.
God damn it. I'm twisting my words again.
So all I'm going to say is all those of you who have subscribed, stay subscribing. Thank you very much. If you brand new, welcome. All I ask is that you respect those who are here and everybody else. Hey, Emma. That's all I ask. And if you're out of line, either myself or if my moderators are around, if they mute you, they're just muting you just to tell you that what you're talking about or the way you're going in your conversation is to stop. It's not where we want it. I'm not saying that we don't talk about certain things. We'll talk about whatever. I try to stay away from politics and religion just because of personal beliefs that we all can't fully agree in that way. And some people get upset and get heavy-hearted in those situations. But I mean, whatever your political stance is, wherever you are in the world, and whatever your religion is, wherever you are in the world, that's yours. Okay. I ain't pushing mine on you. I'm not going to change your thoughts or beliefs. It is what it is. That's it. Okay. I don't know what investigations I'm going to get to over this kind of winterish months. Maybe nothing might not happen until April. I don't know. Maybe we can, depending if I can get my group of people known as the Devilish Paranormal Society growing, because I do have that on Facebook. I'm just trying to get a few people in there right now that I know that I can trust. And I know that the certain background, certain things that they do, and that they're truthful enough. Okay. That I'm using to, for information, research type idea, that if somebody says something that they know what they're talking about and they can give their knowledge and experience to people. So I'm going to be possibly asking a few people who would like to join it. I know some people don't use Facebook a lot. I don't use the other social medias. Okay. I do have Instagram. I just don't use it a lot. I know that if I need to communicate with somebody and I don't have them on Facebook or they don't answer it, I will send a message on Instagram to them. Plain and simple. I don't care. I don't need a lot of followers on Facebook or Instagram. It's not important there. I'm not worried about my numbers here. It is what it is. It will grow as it grows. I'm not going to bust my butt off to try to grow it. I've got over the 1,000. I've, the only thing is I have my monetization and I kind of lost it, but I can get it back. It's just back end administration stuff that I have to do. That's all. So whatever funds that come in through here, they're all on hold. But I don't know if it's there or not. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yes, there we go. So I'll put it down there. That is my PayPal me link. So if you want to support us or donate for future exploring events, who knows what else, that's up to you. You don't have to. I'm just letting you know that it's there. As you see, that's you can copy and paste that link down that I've highlighted there on the screen. It just is what it is. Okay. I hope that a lot of you have actually enjoyed the last video I put up, which was about the haunted keg mansion, and showing you old footage of at the time. I didn't record it. I had a camcorder. I could have recorded it with my camcorder at the time, but I didn't. I went and I was there on the sidelines, and we watched the seance that happened. Lucky enough, my friend, she recorded it all. And then we got some other footage from another friend of hers that was there recording, who you saw probably in the mirror in the washroom there or whatever, or wherever it was, as she walked around. So there's a few, different video footages that we put together to give you an idea of what happened, how the keg mansion is now. To do it again, I don't know. There would be a charge for it, and I don't know how many people they would allow, and I don't know what day they would do it on. So it's something that may happen again. I just don't know when, how it'll happen. And if it does, whatever number of people we can get to come together to go do it. If that means that we split the cost and fine, or if it's so much per person, and then they only allow so many people, because, hey, it's an active restaurant. Okay. They operate every day. They don't always start at noon hours. Sometimes they start a bit later in the afternoon, but they do dinner service and evening service. It's a keg steakhouse. Okay. And it's one of the more popular ones in downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in case you didn't know where I'm talking about. Because I know there's a couple other Torontos throughout the world, and there's 2 down in the States. Same within Ontario. So just so you know. Okay. The other places, I haven't got return replies from, so I have to call them directly and try to set up something. But I wanted to bring some other people around, and some people I haven't talked to for a while. So I don't know if they're still interested in it. And that is part of why I wanted to build and put together what is known as Devilish Paranormal Society. We're more based for me, in around the city of Toronto and the Toronto area. There may be things where it's public events, haunted tours, that we go through, and hopefully they'll allow us to eventually do our own thing. On top of the tour and information they give us. There are a few places I've already mentioned, and I'd love to go there because I know that there is true activity. It's been proven. It's been shown by other paranormal TV shows, and I kind of hate them because they kind of do a little bit what you're supposed to, but then they do other things, and they do it more for ratings than they actually are what they're supposed to be doing. So I kind of hate that. And if that ever came down the line to something for me, I probably will not drop my hat and say yes. I would have a lot of conditions that I would want in a contract that is for me and not for them. Because I know that some of them, they say, well, if you do this, you can't upload anything to YouTube or any other social media. It can only be on our TV show. And that sucks. Because I'd rather show more people like this than a TV show where everything's edited to whatever amount of time that they only can have. So if they only have a half an hour program, you're only getting maybe 15 to 20 minutes worth of content, and a lot of it they cut out that could be used, that's good, and they don't. And they do these other things to kind of entertain you more than what doing real research, doing real documentation, or an investigation, or that you're just there and you're just witnessing it. Okay, is there anything that's going to happen that I'm here? Maybe, there's been too many other people who have come before you, and, the spirits or whatever that's there, they just don't want to do anything anymore. They're pissed off. It's like, go away, leave us alone, get out of our place. Or they just don't understand. And I kind of don't want that. But if something happens and there's no reactions, nothing happens, hey, I'll put it up and just say to you, at the beginning, hey, look, we did this, we didn't get anything. Supposedly people before us and way in the past have gotten stuff. This is our experience going for the time that we did. And that's it. To be honest and truthful, there's no need to lie. There's no need to hide. It's the same thing, like, as I say now, people come and say something about you. It's like, okay, so what? Let them talk. Whether if it's truthful or not, why does it really matter to you? Why are you getting your panties in a twist? And if you're constantly always saying things and you're constantly always needing to apologize and you're doing it over and over again, you're like a broken record. You need to change. Now, I'm going to say a little bit. I don't really want to, but I'll do it in this way. If you think I'm talking about you, then just keep it to yourself. If you think you know who I'm talking about, keep it to yourself. There's no need to go talking around behind people's backs or this or that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying in general as examples. I know some people, they cry and moan about their subscribers. Then they say, oh, I don't care about whether if I lose or gain subscribers, but they're always constantly apologizing for something they said a week ago, a day ago, hours ago, whatever. Okay. That in itself, whether you want to admit it or not, is a form of drama. It's not wanted. It's not needed. Just let it go. If you can talk to the person privately, you don't need to make a video apologizing openly. Talk to the individual first. And if you're okay about it, then fine. Then come to grounds between the two of you is how you two of you are going to move forward. Are you going to leave each other alone? You're not going to talk about it, things. Are you going to show up each other's, lives, whatever? That's between you and them. Okay. It doesn't have to be, everybody involved. Now, if there's something that you feel that you need to say to everybody openly, then, be as honest and truthful as you can. Don't lie on it. Don't push it on. Don't shock the hell out of people. Let them know ahead of time. Hey, look, we're going to be doing this. We're going to talk. We're going to listen. And we'll go from there. But if you just throw it in everybody's face at the beginning without any other explanation, you're trying to explain at the time, you're not going to get through to people. People are going to be judgmental right from the get-go. It's like your first impression. You only get 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, judgment has been made, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay? I know I do it unconditionally. I don't know that I'm doing it. I try not to do it. I try to let people burn themselves first. And I've seen that happen, and I've pushed some of those people away. Then I have friends that are with those people I pushed away, and then they get burnt from them or backstabbed or whatever, or hurt. And then they say, oh, why are you right? And then they turn around and they're back with those people. I just don't get it. Why have this big fight and put it all over social media and then turn around and, you're lovey-dovey, everything's okay? If there's an issue, deal with it. But don't make assumptions, because it's the worst thing you can do for yourself, because you look more like a fool than anybody else. And I have some friends that do assumptions. They get in big arguments. They say they're never talking to this person again. Then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, they're back hugging, kissing like nothing has happened. And I don't get it. And then it keeps happening over and over again. If this happens so many times, you need to step up and say to yourself, this is toxic, stressful drama I do not need in my life. I need to let them go. Okay? I'm not saying anything more on that. And hopefully I don't. If I do, well, you can say that.
Hey, you said you weren't going to say anything.
That's fine. I'll take that. Okay. I'm hoping that another friend, I'm not saying names, but I'm hoping another friend hears this and contacts me, because I had to do something. And I did it because I do not believe it's them. Okay. That I deleted and blocked them on a social media network that I have. Not the ones I've said before. It doesn't matter. Okay. Because what's being talked about and what's being said to me, I do not believe it's them. Now I have another means of trying to talk to them, but I haven't gotten a reply, so I don't know what's going on. And I do not wish to try to get a hold of them through other people, because I'm not sure who to trust at the moment around this individual, because there's some people that like to twist things, or doing certain things are going on, and I don't know all the information, so I have a difficulty in trying to trust somebody in order to reach out to them. So I will try a couple of means to see what happens and go from there, because I still have a feeling that somebody is in control of one of their social medias and is trying to get information, personal information, that could cost me my identity and my life. And, money matters financially. And I'm not going down that road. I've seen it before. And I know the signs, red flags have all come up. My gut instincts tell me, no, this isn't who it is. So I will try to do what I can. I'm not planning to be on here much longer. I don't even know how long I've been on here for. Just over 30 minutes. So with that being said, I will record me drinking the black cherry WarHeads soda. I will try to have it up before next weekend. If I don't, it will come out next weekend for sure. Maybe I'll wait, do it next Friday or Saturday. Go from there. Hey, Vegas Paranormal. And, just trying to do those things from there. I can't promise that I'll be around to everybody's live streams or shows, whatever. I try to make where I can, because of the time, because of my work schedule from Monday to Friday now. So if I leave the comment saying I'm rewatching. Okay. I might not get to all your videos. I may not get to everybody all the time. But I'm going to try my hardest that I can. Because a lot of times when I get home, I just want to eat, and then I just want to relax and do nothing. Just want to lay here on the couch and be lazy. Can you blame me? It's not that it's hard work. It's just a long day. That's all. And, when I was younger, it was easy. It was easy. Being older, no, it's not as easy. You tire out in different ways. Yeah, I don't have the energy like I used to, and it's probably because, I haven't been paying attention to my health 100%, but hey, it is what it is. But anyways, with that said, I'm not going to carry on and ramble on a bunch of other things, and some of the personal things about me. If I don't speak about it, then you didn't come from me. If somebody says something about me, You know what? You can take that with a grain of salt. If you want to believe them, that's on you. You want to know my side of the story? Then ask me. Okay? But when I say certain things, don't get offended. Don't try to defend the other person. Just understand with an open mind. And with that said, remember one thing. You have to be happy with what you've done for the day when you lay your head down on your pillow. If you're not, then you need to change. And with that said, at some point in time, I'll see you again on the dark